Hey guys, Aaron from the Ballpit here, back with another reaction video. Now, you might be thinking, there's a lot of questions to be answered, so if you are just here for the reaction, just skip ahead till the part where you see me reacting to it. But for those that, care about everything that I'm about to explain, you can come and stay. So, first question might be like, Aaron, where are you? That's not your normal background or the normal chair or anything about it is normal. What's happening? So I'm at my house and family friends have come over to stay, and so they evict my parents, so pretty much evicted me out of my room to give to their family friends. So I'm in my basement right now. You can see the name of our channel, what it got its name off of, the ball pit right here, which is kind of sick. So I'm just in my basement. I moved my whole setup down here so I could still do things. But the next question might be, where have you been? Because if you notice, I was like the Undertaker, dead. But then I came back. And you might be like, what happened? So pretty much, it's been a while since I posted like a reaction video or anything. And that's because I just took a quick break to kind of stop burnout from happening. Because I realized I hit a period where thinking of like reacting to a video felt more like a chore than it did something I wanted to do, like fun. And at that time I realized that I don't want that to happen. I don't want this channel or anything like it to become a chore. I'll talk more on that at the end. So I basically decided to just take a quick break to prevent burnout, but now I'm back and ready to react to some Kade. So let's get right into it. Obviously, check out Kade and this song. Give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that. Do the same to the Ball Pit. Check us out, Discord and Twitch, though we probably won't be streaming more on that much on Twitch anymore. More on that later. But yeah, let's get right into the reaction. So I stopped talking. Kade, back with one of my favorite YouTube channels at this point, which is Kade. Oh, I love the continuity where all these are still falling. One day, but not today. Hello. Okay. Couple things. Well, one thing, really. What's in the mason jar? What do you have in your mason jar, bruh? Where'd my water go? There it is. See, at least this, you can be like, oh, that's water. What's in the mason jar? Follow her on Instagram at Miserable Weeb for more mediocre content, Lamau. Okay. Why? Interesting. When you grow up from a little kid, okay. And you learn the game of life is rigged. They say all that you can do is pick yourself up when you fall down. I love how she started right in on this. Like, hold on. She there was no fumbling around. It's just right into it. The beat's also really simple. It's pretty much just like just a hat just going off, just boom, 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 over and over. It's very, very simple beat. You're mostly focused on her singing ability right here. I like the flow on this. It's very light and quick, but it's definitely it's a good flow. It's like a light, quick flow over a simplistic beat. It's good so far. Now you find yourself beyond a reckless, 'cause it's fun to fall down. And that's all we really want. Okay, there we go. The flow kind of she really, she's a singer, so she turned on singer mode right there and hit a run right there. Yeah, some fun. When the falling tears have won, oh, girls they wanna have fun. And that's all they really want. Yeah, the beat got more complex too. There's like a little almost like strumming in the background, I think. Maybe like a lighter, like a more, it sounds like a, I don't want to say piano because it doesn't really sound like a piano. It sounds like a piano but more airy and lighter in a way, if that makes sense. I'm not I've never produced music, so basically when I talk about the production, it's just me kind of educated guessing, but that's what I hear. Okay, there's definitely a lot of echo on her voice right here, and I really like it. It's interesting. I mean, because it adds flavor, it adds a little spice to the song instead of the same, like her singing and maybe an occasional change of like a singing run kind of get in there to like spice up a little bit. But like this kind of like the layered echoey effect on her voice just adds more spice to it.
Yeah, some fun when the falling tears have won. Oh, girls, they wanna have fun, and that's all they really want. Yeah, some fun when the panic episode's done. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. Late nights and arguments.
Ooh.
Take drugs, it just makes sense.
We at the Ballpit do not support the ingestion of any sort of illicit substance. Yeah, just like to point that out. Looks really bad. Oh.
You get into again and again. Everybody knows me. Spit of blood and lust. Don't worry, it's just a nosebleed. At least I feel something else.
Okay. Oh no, I can already. There's gonna be an Aaron rant moment. Buckle up your seatbelts, lads and ladies, and get ready. All right. So, the abusive relationship and the whole imagery of the nose bleeding and stuff is really, really direct, and it's a really, really gritty reality of the world that it exists, and coming from a psych major. Right? Because oftentimes when you hear about an abusive relationship that gets physical like that, like punching physical, obviously, oftentimes people will be like, well, why didn't the girl just leave? Why didn't she just leave? And the psychology of it's actually it's deeper than that. It's more complex, because how somebody like that works is when you get into a relationship, they start to control their partner. Right? So they start to dictate who their partner can go out with, how much time they can spend out, what they do, what they wear, that kind of thing. And it seems small at first, like, spend time with me instead of your friends. And that slowly builds and builds until the abusive partner kind of corners the market on that person in a way. That was a bad way to describe it, but they've kind of cut off the victim, I guess, away from their loved ones and are really dictating all of their time. And because of this, because the abusive partner is putting so much time and almost like attention into the victim thinks that that's love, that they have like a really strong connection. And then the partner starts to berate the abusive partner starts to berate the victim and really drag them down and lower their self-esteem to like the point where the victim believes that they'll never be able to find another person to emotionally connect with other than this person. So then whenever physical abuse happens, the victim feels like they have nowhere to turn because the abuser has kind of cut off a lot of social contact with other people, and that if the victim splits with the abuser, they won't be able to find love or have any emotional connections with anyone. Like that's like the end of their life. And so that's how people get stuck in abusive relationships, even though it seems easy to be like, just leave, bro. Like, obviously you're getting hit, just leave, but it's not that simple and easy. Aaron ran over. We can go back to listen to the song.
Other than the constant anxiety, the empty inside.
Just fill it with lies and leaves. Okay. Oh, we're going to talk about anxiety now. So I'm going to get super real with y'all right now. Like, if you're a fan of me, or even if you're not, I'm going to get super real with y'all right now. I regularly go to some form of therapy, right? And a big part of it is because of anxiety. So whenever I'm going to talk about this, know that I have experience with it. In the second part, I'm not going to get too much into that. That's a little too personal right now, to get into like my personal like relationships with people. But in terms of anxiety, let me go back and read what the exact lyric was. The constant anxiety and the empty inside me. I feel both of that. And the constant anxiety, like it sounds almost like a metaphor in a way, like a play on words. It sounds like an exaggeration, like constant anxiety. But it's real in the fact that constant anxiety is a thing, and I have it as well. It's like a constant feeling in like the pit of your chest, like right here. And it's like, it's not like painful unless it gets like really bad, but it's a constant feeling there. And I feel like a lot more people than you would think actually suffer from even some form of anxiety, not constant like that, but it's a common problem. So, I just felt the need to kind of put that out there, mostly because like I've seen a couple people talking about how there's almost like a prejudice against therapy, like that it's seen like a sign of weakness to go to therapy. And the way I see it is that your body, for example, can only be as strong as your mind. So people always say that you should go to the gym to work out your body, but where do you go for your mind? You go to the doctor, right? And get physicals to check up on your body, but where do you go to check up on your mental health? That's why you need a therapist. Let's get back into this song. There's a lot of Aaron Rant moments, but I missed you guys, and I want to talk. Ooh, I love that. Go back. The like the run on it. I love that kind of stuff. It just makes a song so much more interesting. I just love it. I love that. I wish this wasn't only on YouTube, because I wish I could make a Spotify playlist to some of these, to be honest.
That's all they really want. Yeah, some fun. When the panic episode's done, oh, girls just wanna have fun. That's all they really want.
Oh, there's the part that I really like again with the layers. Hold on. I'm a hit vibe sesh right now.
Yeah, some fun. When the falling tears have won, oh, girls, they wanna have fun. And that's all they really want. Yeah, some fun. When the panic episode's done, oh, girls just wanna have fun. And that's all they really want. Yeah, some fun. When the light inside is gone, oh, girls, they wanna have fun. And that's all they really want. Yeah, some fun. When the fear says run, oh, girls, they wanna have fun. That's all.
Also, another kind of, this is a small Ayn Rand moment. I think part of what this song's talking about, and I could be wrong, she could not have any deep, like really, really deep, like almost like thematic meaning into the song. But I like English and literature, so I like to pull from it when I see it. I think it's a bigger statement on the fact that she say that girls just want to have fun, but she's bringing up all these really negative moments like abusive relationships, constant anxiety, the light inside you going out. And I think it's because oftentimes what happens when people suffer from depression, anxiety, mental health issues and stuff like that, where they feel like they're not whole, they often seek that part of themselves they feel like they're missing in stuff like drugs, partying, sex, all these really pleasure, dopamine based like endeavors. And basically kind of, what that does is it almost makes the whole bigger, if I'm gonna be honest. But that's kind of what she's saying, is girls just want to have fun because of all this extra stuff that's kind of fucking them up, right? That they turn to these fun activities, these drugs, these partying, these sex, the alcohol, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
All they really want. Yeah, some fun. When the falling tears have won, oh, girls, they wanna have fun. And that's all they really want. Yeah, some fun. When the panic episode's done, oh, girls just wanna have fun. That's all they really want. So have fun. When there's nothing holding on, oh, girls, they wanna have fun.
I had never heard something like that, honestly. I tried a big escape for that last part. That was really good. Oh my god, just chopped down there. Okay. Peace. Thanks for watching! Exclamation point. What's in the mason jar? Please, somebody tell me. Check out this video if you want. That's our last video. Go subscribe to her. I did. Also, you should go subscribe to the Ballpit because we would very much appreciate it. All right. Now it's time for the Aaron Talks portion, even though we already had multiple Aaron Talks portions. This is another Aaron Talks portion. So I want to talk, well, first of all, I want to go a little bit into the schedule of the channel going forward. It's the same one I had before because the break's over. So I'm going to do the best of my ability, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. There will be reaction video uploads. Saturdays at 11 a.m. There will not always be uploads, but those are for random videos that we kind of come out with. So like I have one in the works right now. James has one in the works right now. So they're just random videos not related to like a series or like reactions or anything like that. Those will be coming out 11 a.m. on Saturdays. And then my new gaming series, my XCOM challenge series, No Lives Lost Challenge, will be uploaded every Sunday at 11 a.m. So please go check out that series. I've had a lot of fun in it so far, playing a game I have not played in a long time. And I think I want to do that more often, go back and play some of older games I haven't played in a long time and just play them for the channel. Maybe try to find an interesting challenge to do with it if I want to. And yeah, so let's talk a little bit about burnout and what I meant like that. So, for example, during this reaction, I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself a lot, right? And that's, for the majority of the time, how recording, editing, uploading, the whole process goes. I enjoy most of it, and so does James. Ryan, I think maybe to a lesser degree, he likes uploading. He hasn't really gotten to the point of like editing and uploading yet, but he'll get there eventually. But I enjoy, just to get back to it, I enjoy making content. But I found myself, whenever, pretty much after the last reaction was uploaded, the XCOM was recorded was pre-recorded like 2 weeks before, so that has been there. That's why that was uploaded on Sunday in the midst of me not uploading, because it was there. But the reason that I kind of stopped reaction videos for a little bit is I just felt myself kind of getting burnt out a little bit. And I was like, oh, I'm going to record this reaction for such and such date. And I just felt myself being like, I don't want to. Like, I almost dreading doing it. And I was like, this is not how I want to view making content, because this isn't a job. This is just a hobby, and I find it fun, right? So I don't want this to be a job. And so whenever I got to that point where I was like, ooh, I'm not feeling this right now. Like, this doesn't seem fun. I just stopped. I just took a break, and who knows how long. I just, sat around. I went to work. I played the new Watch Dogs. Like, I didn't do anything crazy. I just took a good break, and it was good. And now I'm ready to come back. I'm ready to go. Ballpit, the whole Ballpit, not just me, was kind of in a break mode for that whole period, but now we're hopefully going to come back in full motion, even better than before. You're just going to have to stay tuned for what comes next. So thank you if you're watching this all the way to this point. I'm sorry for freaking vibrating my whole camera, but if you've been around and you've watched the video up to this point, I just want to thank you for supporting the channel, and just know that we'll be here and we'll be coming out with hopefully really cool stuff in the future. Thank you again. Have a great afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time of day it is where you are. Goodbye.